Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Del Mar as we kick off a brand new 4-day week of racing here in Southern California. I'm Kurt Hoover, be with you throughout the day and the remainder of the meet. My guest is Ryan Anderson, and Ryan, picture perfect weather again. It's a broken record. I say this every Thursday. The weather's the same. We got the breeze coming out the Pacific. I thought for a Thursday card, what I'd term a good solid meat and potatoes card today.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And as far as the weather goes, it's nice to be able to not have to worry about that when I'm handicapping however many days out. It's always fast and firm here.
A lot of intriguing races today. We start from scratch in the pick six. No carryover this afternoon. That's on races 3 through 8. Again, first post time tomorrow at 3 o'clock and then 2 o'clock as usual on Saturday and Sunday. All right, let's get right to nuts and bolts. First race, 6 furlongs. Margarita Girl has burned a ton of money, but I think she's going to be tough to beat today.
She's going to be tough to beat. I ended up going 6-5. I'm with you. Margarita Girl has burned too much money for my liking, so I'm going to go with the logical alternatives, and that's the Bob Baffert pair. The outside Nico, Juan Hernandez and Bob Baffert have won their last 10 as they've teamed up together. Yeah. And Nico's works in the morning have been really nice. I know we're a late season 3-year-old and she's just debuting, but Balmacorp tends to take their time. They've taken their time with horses like Nisos, brought them along slowly and progressed them. So I think Nico deserves a look. And the 5, Felipa, has had some sharp works at Los Alamitos, and the Dam was a dirt sprinter, so I thought that one might deserve a look as well. I just don't trust Margarita Girl.
I took the easy way out. I picked Margarita Girl. Her numbers are really good. I think she's going to be tough to beat today. Of course, that's been said 5 straight times about her, so I put her on top. I thought Into the Hall would run well. The dirt race 2 back behind Cash Call was a good effort, a solid third. Blinkers gone and Barrios rides back. And as for Nico, for the workout reports, and they're pretty accurate, they're good, but they're not monstrous. It's not one of those B+, A- monster workout horses. Sometimes those are still good enough anyway. 2-1 for me in race number 1. On to race number 2, which tips off the early pick 4. Got a field of 7 going here.
Yeah, this will be an early lean for me. The rails are out 30 feet. The number 4 Video Review looks to make the pace, cutting back from 6.5 at Santa Anita on the turf. Has some really nice early speed. I think Antonio Fracey just sends out of the gate, gets to the lead, and that might be all she wrote. But if the 3 Dillon pushes the pace, I think the number 2 Lead Music Machine, my second choice, has a chance to get a good setup. You have to go way back in this one's form to get some turf sprints, but those sprints do fit at this level. They're good.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked the same horse, not real creative here. Video Review for Sadler and Ronis Racing. Look, they're admitting they didn't make a great claim, or they wouldn't be back in for 50. But I think what they're saying is we made a good enough claim. The purse is 40. Somebody takes the horse. We get 20 for the win. We get 50 back, and we move on. I think the horse will be tough to beat. For second, I went to the 5 B Grayson, named after the late Bobby Wayne Grayson, who was friends and cohorts with Val Brinkroff for many, many years. I thought not a bad try-off, a long layoff. Kimura gets on board, showed some speed, and I thought could move forward. 45 for me in race number 2. Pick 6 time. We start from scratch. No carryover this afternoon. Race number 3 is for $16,000 open claimers. How do we start the pick 6 today?
This is a difficult race to start things off. A lot of inconsistent runners. I ended up going with the number 8 on top. I believe Kyle Frey can just get this one out of the gate. According to Timeform US figures, this one has the quickest early pace. I'm hoping, Kyle Frey sends to the lead. If somebody inside of him is aggressive out of there, he can kind of just play it by ear, and he has the benefit of that outside draw. And then I thought the number 2, Thirsty Trickster, makes sense on all the numbers. William Anton Georgi just had the win with Grand Slam Smile, and this horse fits on the numbers as well.
Yeah, I thought Thirsty Trickster was the horse to beat her. I thought she ran really well. She didn't break. She got banged around at the break. I thought she galloped out really strong and finished well. Billy Anton Georgi rode a picture-perfect race in the Solana Beach on Grand Slam Smile. You can't ride a good horse better. He gets back on board Thirsty Trickster, and I think she is the horse to beat. I thought Exington would run well. Watching a replay, I wrote down, tried very hard, galloped out in front. Comes back quick. For me, for a good condition like Steve Miotti, that's a plus, so I went 2-7. I even thought the 3 Perfect Life had a chance. I scored pretty nice in this horse last time off the Los Al race. Interestingly to me, the connections don't go in the non-winners 2 Life. They go to the Open 16, a much tougher spot. Do like the way she won. The 6th place finisher, Mia Mack, did come back to win, so 2-7 with a little 3 in there for pick 6 purposes. On to race number 4, Maidens on the Turf at 5 furlongs. I think, Ryan, if I'm reading the card and the odds right today, this might be the shortest price favorite in the pick 6, Cara Rose. Not meaning she has to win, but I think she'll be the shortest price favorite.
I agree with that, and she is by far the horse to beat, especially that last turf sprint effort 2 back where she faced La Vie Lumiere, I believe, a good McCarthy runner, who won like a nice thing that day. We're yet to see her come back to run, but Cara Rose makes all the sense. I tried to get a little cute and go with the number 4, Avocado Lake on top. Has some really nice fitness works. I like the booking of Ricardo Gonzalez because he can be aggressive at out of there, maybe get some forward position. The Dam was a turf sprinter. First-time starter, thought I'd take a bit of a shot, but I can definitely see the point on number 2, Kara Rose.
I went the same way, and I thought Avocado Lake had a very intriguing pedigree. The Dam retired a maiden, but she's had 4 winners. 3 of those winners turf winners. One of them a horse I've always liked, Satellite Heart, who was a debut winner and a very hard trying horse. So I put Avocado Lake on top. Kara Rose is no question the horse to beat off those races. And Adia for trainer Ryan Hansen, who can definitely pop first time out. The Dam was a debut winner at the late, great Hollywood Park many, many years ago. Has had 2 winners, and one of those, Ryan, is pretty good. Air Force Red is the half-brother who's made $700,000, and he is all racehorse.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's a good horse, and I looked a little closer at the number 3 Adia as well.
Even Magic Club's got a nice pedigree. A half to Closing Remarks, who was a turf router, but Closing Remarks did break her maiden going 5 on the grass. So even thought Magic Club had a look among the first-time starters. All right, 5th race. Kicks off the late pick 4. We finally get to see Me So Fancy. This is the 3rd time she's been entered in the last week.
Yeah.
Today she runs.
Yeah, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with Me So Fancy here. Entered twice on the turf, once in the Solana Beach on Sunday, and now we get to see her going 2 turns on dirt. She's going to be a really short price in here, trying dirt for the first time, so I ended up going with the number 2, Lady Mendelssohn. I thought dropping out of stakes competition, gets Lasix back on, stretching out after facing Almond Joy last time. It was a very nice filly. I think we'll see her in the Torrey Pines. Stretching out for Carla Gaines, Umberto Rispoli on. I wanted to give this one a look, and then the 1, Issa Court, first off the claim for Kent Sweezy, adding blinkers, Abel Lescano from the inside. Dueled last time out, hopefully gets a cleaner trip and a cleaner lead, and can maybe take them a long way. I understand Me So Fancy, but I feel like she might be a little overbet in this spot.
Me So Fancy is going to be a short price. I think she's the horse to beat. And looking up her pedigree, and she's never run on the turf, but she's got siblings that are dirt winners. So the pedigree's fine. And to me, Leonard Powell's a very sharp trainer. If she hadn't worked that well in the dirt, she wouldn't be running on the dirt. To me, the way I'm reading it is Powell's looking to see if he's got options the rest of the year. If she fires big on the dirt today, then she can go turf or dirt. There's lots of spots for a filly like this with conditions. So I put her on top. Issa Court's the horse to beat. She battled, gave me the last time. If you watch the replay of that race, I don't know what caused it, but about the 8th pole, she shifted her ground. She looked around like either she saw something or the track marks. Something made her lose her momentum. I'm guessing that's why Sweezy's putting the blinkers back on. She's getting older. Maybe she's starting to fool around a little bit on the lead. I thought she was the horse to beat. 6-1 for me in race number 5. All right, pick 3 time. Race number 6, 5 furlongs on the turf for California Breds. How do we see this one, Ryan?
Yeah, I ended up with the number 9, Magical Mist, the one to draw in off the also eligible list as my top pick. I like the this one's race first time out. Was able to rate a little bit of that speed and show, ability to pass some horses down the lane. Diego Herrera and Richard Baltas team up. They're 17% together with a 290 ROI. I like this one. Not a super strong opinion. And then the number 5, No Cap, I thought could improve second time off the brief layoff. Has some tactical speed. And again, Umberto Rispoli aboard chooses this mount.
It's funny, right, how you change sometimes and see things different. The last couple times Miranda's run, I've tried to beat her. Today, I like her a lot. I think if she breaks, and there's no reason she shouldn't. She's broken in every start except her last. She didn't break. She got checked back. She got shuffled. She had 0 chance. You draw a line through that race. I love the fact she's drawn outside. I think she is much faster than anyone in the race. She can clear. I think she'll be awful tough to catch. I don't think it's anything against Edwin Maldonado, the rider change. Maybe just trying to shake her up a little bit, putting a new rider on in Juan Hernandez. So I like her a lot today when I haven't liked her a lot in the past. That'll maybe come back to bite me. Freya's trained well for Dan Blacker. His horses have been running well. She beat Me So Fancy in her debut. The horse you like, Magical Miss, I thought won real nicely first time out. But I do like Mirinda today. I think she clears, and I think she'll be very tough to catch. 7th race, first half of the late double. Start allowance race for the bottom level horses, $6,250. And I don't say that negatively, Ryan. I've owned several bottom level horses. I love these type of races because you got a $23,000 purse to take a shot at.
You do. They're running for some nice money at these lower levels. These races tend to be a little bit formful, so I ended up going 2-1 in here. I thought Sea Dog that's probably going to be the horse I lean on the most in this in the horizontal sequences that I play. Strongest figures pretty considerably. Definitely tough to trust with those 7 second-place finishes, but I think just meets the easiest group he's faced in a while.
Yeah, this is a pretty easy spot. I thought, to me, it was a 2-horse race. I like 2 horses. Sea Dog, who you talked about, claimed by O.G. Howdicky, finds a perfect spot for him because he got eligible for this race in his last start. The winner of that race, Nameless, was a horse Jeff Mullins claimed who won at Santa Anita, then went to Wyoming, won a race and was second in the stake there. Point being, that was a much stronger than usual race he comes out of. Gets Kyle Frey, and he hasn't missed a beat on the WordTap. Looks like they were pointing for a race like this. And an Impossible Task has won here at Del Mar. rarely do you see Leonard Powell claim bottom-level horses, and he did here for Farfellow Farm, which is a guy who's been around for a long time, Kip Nelman, based in Minnesota. Blinkers off. I think these are the two best horses. I think it's A or B, either or. I'm going to go 7-2 in this afternoon 7. All right, 8th and final. We end up on the turf, a condition we don't see too often. It's a starter for 16 or less in the last 2 years, going a mile 16th on the turf. What do you do here, Ryan?
Yeah, I don't know how you felt about the race that a lot of these are coming out of. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8 all come out of the same race, and I don't like any of them. I really like the number 6, Trusty Rusty, on top here. In for Bob Hess with Juan Hernandez aboard. This one closed faster than anybody coming out of their last race, closed in 29 seconds. The rest are upwards in the 30-plus second range. So that's a full second faster than the rest of this field, which obviously is important as they turn for home and get that turn of foot. And then the 5, Sunset Storm, coming off a win, is going to be the pace. There's another speed horse in here that I'm slightly worried about, but again, I don't like any of the runners coming out of that last race, so I wanted to take the 2 fresh faces.
I went to the same horse on top, Trusty Rusty. This horse was claimed last week, and it kind of looked like a lot to pay, $32,000. I've known Bob Hess a long time. I didn't talk to him about this at all, but I'm not guessing. I'm pretty sure he claimed this horse, knowing this race is in the book. You can wheel back if he comes out. Okay, you wheel back, and it's a nice purse for a hard-trying horse because he ran well last week. I went to Trusty Rusty on top. For second, law-abiding, a giant rider change here. Rispoli taken over. He's ridden this horse well in the past. I think he gets a good trip, and I think he'll be anchored from off the pace today. And then a good friend of mine who I respect his handicapping chops very much made a case for the 7. Bubba, I-K-O, whatever, number 7. He had kind of rough going last time out, too. Switches to Kyle Frey. You go back a ways, he's got some races that fit, and best of all, he is 20-1. So 6-1 with maybe a little 7 for this afternoon's pick 6. Ryan, thank you as always. Good card today. Hope we make some money, and we'll try it again tomorrow.
Fun card. Let's have some winning bets.
Ryan Anderson has been my guest. Thanks to all of you for watching. Post time is at only 42 minutes. I'll see you in the paddock in about 22.